Hey, Hardin County. Good to see you this Friday, Halloween Day, which you may not be seeing this until Tuesday because Nate has a prior engagement. So we are pre-recording his business buzz segment. How are you doing today, Nate?
Good. I just want to make sure that we didn't leave you hanging. That's not fair. The people need their Nate, I guess. So I'm glad you're able
Yeah.
to get me in today. We'll film or record this, and then we do have some things that we need to talk about, and then I'll be back hopefully next week.
Yes. Before we get started, what are you doing for Halloween today?
I'm working. Courtney and I
Tonight?
are. Yeah, I'm working tonight. Courtney gets off at lunch or noon. She has half days on Fridays. We're probably gonna go see. Probably go to Little Charlie's to talk to Zeke about the big dinner that we're co-hosting. Obviously, we'll talk about it on the show later on, but we have a lot of logistics to work out.
Yeah.
But I'll probably go talk to him about that. I'm excited. We'll mention a Harn local. It's gonna be free. It's got a lot of businesses coming together. It's gonna be awesome. Me and Zeke and Aaron Cundiff, the Utah community are just blown away. Like we thought, okay, what can we do? It's just morphed into a monster, and in a good way. It's taken me out of my comfort zone, which I'm not used to this. Like I didn't think this year I'd be on a show, which I am. Didn't think I'd be helping run a silent auction for a charity I'd never heard of prior to a couple of years ago. Did that too, going around to 4 pumpkin patches in one day or whatever it takes. But it's been awesome to see the community support each other, support me, support our cause, support what we're doing. And it's going to be just one great night and hopefully two great nights of fellowship and food and fun and connections and allowing the stress just to go away for a couple of hours if we can.
Yeah, but since we did start talking about it, why don't you explain what it is and how our audience can help?
Yeah, so this is not my idea. I will tell you straight up. It was not my idea. This is Ezekiel Darway. If you look him up on Facebook, he's the owner of Little Charlie's. Great local businessman. I love Zeke. I didn't know him until he came into the business. We've just become friends through that. He supports other people. I know when Philip Justice had some issues with Donato's, one of the people that came to his aid was Zeke as a fellow pizza owner. He didn't see it as a rival. He didn't see it as that. He saw like, hey, let's help each other out, give him some confidence. Donato's bounced back. Donato's is still one of my favorite pizza places. And even Philip said he's in too. And even though it's a rival pizza place. So it started as his idea is like, hey, what's something that we could do? A spaghetti dinner, potluck, whatever you want to call it, for people to come together. If it's free, it's free. If people can donate food, we'll definitely take donations. And it's started as that. He brought in Aaron and me to kind of do our hype thing and spread thing. And within a day, I think we had over 50 people, businesses. Wow. Hey, I can bring food. Hey, I can deliver stuff. Hey, I'll give money. I can bring cookies. Hey, I'll cook. I'll serve. I mean, we did not see this coming. We just didn't know how big it was going to be. We had so many different offers from people to host it. And after we talked about it, it's going to be in two. We're going to do one probably mid-November, probably a couple weeks from now, and another one in December between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I think one kind of ties the two holidays together. Two, and gives us a chance to do it somewhere else. And three, gives us a chance to learn from our mistakes on the first one and make it better for the second one. And this may become an annual event. We don't know. But we've had other businesses join in. D's Butts, David Pritchard has been great to me. Well, we played soccer together. He played. I kind of sat the bench and watched. But he's been great to work with. He's into Russell Tucker and his wife, Sunny Boys Rolling Girls. They're willing to help. Topher Gatrost, Julie Cantwell, even politicians are getting involved. A couple of realtors said, yeah, what do you need? Rachel Brantingham said, okay, let me see if I can help you out. Lots of people. Jimmy Jenkins said, okay, I got water. We know he had water from the concert. He's going to donate water, which takes care of our drinks, which is amazing. So it's been awesome to watch it come together. If you go on my page, there's a Google Forms. You go on Aaron's, there's a Google Forms there. More will be released. We have to announce the first location hopefully this weekend. Location and date and time, but we're going to have two. Be a chance for people to meet Aaron and myself and Zeke and whoever wants to come. And we already even have appearance from the Grinch. Tony Ray says he's in. So we're going to have pictures with the Grinch. I may go out and buy some like Grinch wallpaper or wrapping paper just to have a better photo op. But we're coming up with some ideas, maybe bringing a TV to watch Christmas movies or Thanksgiving on, or just upbeat music or whatever it is. But it's been fun. Stressful,
I think it's a great idea.
Exciting, all sorts of stuff, but it's coming together, and I couldn't be more thankful. I think I say it every time I'm on this show. I love this community. I've lived here my entire life, and it's been awesome to see people come and say, "Yeah, Nate's behind this. We're in." So.
That's cool. And we'll have to get more of the details together, and then we'll put it on our Linktree site. like whether it's volunteer sign up forms or whatever. I can put some stuff out there, and we'll go. But let's go ahead and get into the business news. I know you said you had a few things to do after this, so we'll start with the Nuts About Coffee.
Yes, Nuts About Coffee. If you've ever been over there, it is, people call it the Toasted Yolk Center. That's where it's at over there. Shannon has built that with her heart and soul. She is now going back to being working for the airlines, flight attendant. But if you do want to buy it, and you want to run your own coffee shop, she's set it up. She's want to teach you the nuts and bolts about coffee, or nuts about coffee. That's the beads, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeff Farmer's in charge of that. You can call Jeff at 270. Let me see this.
268-5315.
I gotta get bifocals. This is getting
well,
awful.
you're on your phone, so it's small.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
I'm also 44 with gray hair. So
if you're interested in buying, or talking, let me say that number so that they get it right. So because we were talking over each other, that number is 270-268-5315. All right.
That's a great location. Just to stick with that location, we know it's a growing spot. We've talked about before. We showed videos before. They just built 2 more buildings. So that means there's going to be probably upwards of 25 restaurants and businesses. So not only do you have just a nice area, but you've got other businesses that will come to you because everybody's like, hey, let's go get some coffee real quick before I go over here. So it's a great location. I think she built a good brand. I know she got rave reviews. We're sorry to see her go, but hopefully maybe somebody picks it back up.
I've been in there once or twice and enjoyed it every time I was there. You got a video here of the property where they just announced the Hyatt.
Yes, yeah. East Dixie. It's supposed to be a Hyatt Studios is what they're looking at. Just got announced by News Enterprise. We do have the link on our page. I've tweeted, or I posted it out several times. Jeff Gregory's posted about it. Terry Shipp's posted about it. Democratic Party's posted about it. Go read the News Enterprise link. You'll learn a lot more information about what they're going to do. It's supposed to be possibly up to 2 hotels and a restaurant or 2. So it's going to be in its own complex. It's not just Hyatt Studios, but the pictures of Hyatt Studios look amazing. And it's also makes sense because we are in a sports park community. We know what happens in the summer. We've seen the out-of-state license plates. These people are not here just for the one-night stopover on their way to Florida or PCB. They're here for a couple of days. So the studios, I think, makes a lot of sense. I think Residence Inn, which is being built over by E-Town Swim, is about the only other one that kind of fits that mold. And I think this is going to, if the Deuster's announcement and Gulf Coast Connection moving in and Bright coming in and Quick Trip didn't jumpstart the Southside, this is really going to help. Like, I'm a Southsider. I live off 210. And it's amazing to watch the Southside. Like, all right, it's coming. We know it's coming. Be prepared because the dominoes are going to start to fall.
Yeah, I heard that this total lot is like 12 acres, and then the Hyatt Studio is going to take up 2.5 acres, I think is what the article had said. So I guess like you said,
2 different properties that they bought.
Gotcha. So there's a lot of room there.
It goes way back. I mean, it's not very wide, but it goes back.
Yeah, like where those trees are back there, I guess. It keeps going because 12 acres is quite a bit of land. That's probably only 3 or 4 right there that we see. Well, that's exciting news for the South Side too. You know, like you said, first hotel down there. And a nice one to boot. Is it our first Hyatt branded hotel? Or do we have another one?
I don't. Courtney's going to hate me for this. As my wife's a travel agent, I get all these brands mixed up. I forget what brand Hampton is. I think Hampton might be Hyatt. But as far as a Hyatt with the Hyatt and then direct name, yes, that is correct. Now, I forget if like Comfort Inn or whoever's under which umbrella now, Ramada, but it's going to be the first with the Hyatt in the name.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And then staying on Dixie, but on the other side, I guess.
This is the Roanoke. Actually, same side, just further toward Quick Trip.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Yeah, so this is me parked at Subway. On the basically, I'm on the opposite side of the street, but looking at the same side or opposite side of the street. You got Dollar General across, which I'm zooming in there. This is the former Big T spot. That's the old Big T sign before they replace it. You can see that they're doing some geo work over here, surveying work. They've been surveying for a couple of days. I don't know what's coming here. I mean, I've heard so many rumors. But if we were at a restaurant, if I had a bet buddy, I'd say Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell would make the perfect sense down there. I know that they're eyeing a couple people. I mean, I've heard Raising Cane's to the south side. I don't know. We do know that there's apartments going back behind on the other side toward 210 over there. It's supposed to be like an 11 building apartment complex, but I don't think that there's anything to do with that. So I think it's probably a business looking.
Okay. And I think you also sent me this video out next to Menards, just some more work
Yes,
going on.
I've been bombarded already. You can see the backhoe, you can see the Bobcat. There's stakes being driven. It's right across from American Legion. So I'm sure people at American Legion are staring at that every single day. So if you come in at Menards and you see the car wash, just go all the way down to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is by the big Menards sign over there. I don't know who's going here either. I've checked permits. I haven't seen anything. So
okay. I don't know, but something's going
on. But because the way it is, I don't think the address is technically on Ring Road because I don't think they're going to have a Ring Road entrance. I think it's Menards Way because technically the car wash has a Menards Way address. Menards itself has a Menards Way address. So until I find something in the permits that says Menards Way, I can't prove who's coming here.
All right. Well, if anybody knows, let us know. Or if you think you know, drop it in the comments. Now, I know that we published a video a couple of days ago or yesterday about Bloom Bakery's new location.
Yes.
But we hadn't talked about it yet. So
Caitlin Flowers, quick side story. She used to work with my wife at McDonald's. So it's kind of neat to see that. Famous local baker, macarons is her specialty. They call it macaron lady. Ran it out of her house. It's good to see something like Yoke Fellow, which started as a coffee truck. Sunny Boys, which started as stuff before Happy's Tacos, Juanitos. It goes on and on and on. People that start businesses and grow in a good way. And she will be moving over to Mulberry Square. This is right across from Batteries Plus Bulbs. So if you know exactly where it's at, shares the same parking lot, easy in and out. I like the logo. Caitlin's a sweetheart. Talked to her. I didn't really want to film too much inside because there's not a whole lot there right now at this point. I think it used to be a church at one point and something else. So she's doing a lot of remodeling. She's doing it kind of on her own with her husband. So she said the biggest part was, she joked, the biggest part was just to get out of her house because the neighbors are starting to deal with the crowd, to have space in the house, so various reasons. Separate church from home.
Yeah. And if you want to see that interview with Caitlin, right? And
yes.
Then I'll drop the link to that video in the comments. Lastly, we have you made it back over to the basketball courts. It looks like
it was raining again. Every time I go to basketball court, it rains. But last time I went, they didn't have the goals up. The goals do look nice. So they do have the goals up. There's a light, so they are lit, and you can tell too it's not locked in. So I'm assuming they're just going to be open play, which will be nice. It's nice to have the full court basketball court. I don't know if there is a full painted basketball court in E-Town before these. I really don't think so. E-Town Swim, I think I had one, maybe, but yeah, outside. I don't know. Wesley Hilltop House. I mean, even Pritchard, I think it's just one goal. It might be two, but it's not painted. I don't think it's painted.
They're like half or
yeah, but these are nice.
That's awesome. I bet you those are going to be used for a lot.
Oh, I think they'll be used quite a bit. I mean, the tennis courts over there didn't make a lot of sense. I mean, people that played there knew about what we call the hill because they were raised. About the tennis courts didn't drain a whole lot. This fixes a lot of those issues, and I think it was great for the city to kind of reuse. They turned tennis courts over at American Legion to pickleball courts, which are extremely popular. They turned these old tennis courts at University Drive into two great basketball courts with some nice sidewalks and lights. And then we still have one of the best tennis facilities in the state at Freeman Lake, bar none. It's gotten awards. I love the upgrades the city has done to help the recreation in this area.
Yes, I agree. But I think that's all the updates we had for this week. You got any shout outs or anything that we missed?
No, I'm working on a couple things. I mean, hopefully Lakers announce something soon. We know they're coming downtown. Hopefully Lakers and says, okay, yes, this is where we're going, and that'll be announced. I do know that once E-Town Swim and Sky's the Limit, they've got some cool things coming in, especially Sky's the Limit. Then when we try out one of their new things, so as a video of me on a trampoline will be fun. I went ice skating earlier this year with the pathetic penguin over Gatlinburg. Maybe that was last year. So that'll be out of my comfort zone. But we'll do that at Bloom Bakery once they get going. It has some things. We know the German restaurant coming downtown. We'll have some updates when it's the Italian restaurant, Capri's. So all sorts of things are coming on. Hopefully we learn about some of these other places that are coming. So I do know that there's a couple of former local churches for sale. I can talk about that next week. A business on Dixie has been sold for almost $1 million. I've got that one kind of hold on to. So we've got some other stuff next week.
Yeah. And I just want to remind people too, that if you have a new business that's opening in town and you're locally, just hit us up. The thing that we did for News Enterprise this past week was completely free to them. We aren't going to be charging for our special guest segments. We will be charging for sponsors in the future, sponsors of that segment. But if you're a new business that's starting up and you want to get on our schedule, let us know, because I think it's probably the best bang for your buck when it comes to
Oh, it's definitely the best bang for your
marketing
buck.
your local business, since it doesn't cost anything. We
Yeah.
sent P-Town Swim or Club One now. We sent them close to 100 leads. So phone numbers, emails, and everything. So, but thank you for paying attention to us and watching and learning with us, Hardin County. Encourage you to stay in the know, and we'll see you next time.